Ok. ¿Ya vio lo que estoy haciendo?
No.
No.
Teacher, ¿tomó lista?
Todavía no, apenas voy a hacerlo. I'm gonna wait 5 minutes.
¿Qué pasó, Héctor?
Upa.
Ah, rifa bandera, Héctor.
¿Cómo va con Héctor?
¿Por qué tu bandera no salva al país?
Como en las películas.
Como en las películas.
Ready?
La neta no.
How was today?
Tengo hambre, ¿podemos comer?
Sí.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Sí.
You can eat. I have no problem with that. Okay, I am opening an exercise that you have to do. Okay. Because we're going to look at comparatives and superlatives today, and then I'm going to give you some homework. Well, work and homework. Okay. Both, and this is going to be for tomorrow, the 22nd. You have until tomorrow to do it at 11:30, like that, because this is Hora de Mexico. So 11:30, just before the class ends. Okay, like that. Okay, so let's see who's here. Let's take attendance. Vamos a verlos. We have
Presente.
We have Ivan, and we have, I can't see Karen, I can't see Martín. Hi, Cristina. Yeah, Cristina triste. Hi, Cristina.
¿Por qué triste?
I don't know, she looks sad. Mire usted qué buena imagen, Héctor.
Obvio.
Very good. Buena compañía. Yes, with Mr. President right there. Hi, Sergio.
Hi.
Okay, so Karen, Sergio, César. Hi, César.
Hi, teacher.
Hernández. Hi, Ilse.
Hola.
Hi, Enrique. Very good. Iván, yo le tuve que poner el nombre. Mauricio. And Héctor. And Nayeli. And Mr. Silerio. And Emiliano. I already said Cristina. Mr. Vasquez, where's your image?
Espérame. Tirando.
Presentísimo.
Okay. Yes, I already saw Mr. Carlos Mario. Zaira, where's your image? Armando. Mariana, very good. You made it. Zaira todavía no sale. Nope.
No quiero.
Sergio, I already saw Sergio.
Falta.
Where's Jeanette? There she is.
La Maruchan.
También
China.
Aquí
Sebastián.
estoy.
Ahora sí se unió. ¿De Sebastián? Nope. Otra vez.
Ah, no
Okay. And Gloria? Nope. Okay. So those two people are missing.
¿Invitas a ir a dónde andas?
In Las Vegas.
Venecia.
In Venice. The Venetian. Okay. All right, guys. So let's start so that we can finish quickly, and then I'll give you some work. Okay? Yes?
Mhm.
Can you hear me?
Simón.
Simon.
Sí.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, let's do this, people. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Fantastic. So we're gonna look at comparatives and superlatives. This is going to be our class for today. In case of anything, you have on your book, the explanation is on page 134. Okay, 134, 5A and 5B. Okay, so you really don't need to take notes. If you want to write down some notes on your notebook or on your book, it's fine. Okay, based on your English, okay, what I have seen, I think these are particularly easy topics for you. The topics for the next couple of days, I think they are particularly easy for you. Okay, so we're going to look at comparatives and superlatives based on the cartoon of The Simpsons. Have you seen The Simpsons?
Hombre, ¿qué es eso?
Everybody knows The Simpsons?
Yes.
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 No,
Yes.
Who said no?
Yes.
yo hice, no me gustan.
Okay. But you know a little bit about them?
Sí.
Okay, say. Yes, Ilse. Okay.
Tu infancia.
A little bit about them is okay. All right, so let's begin. Okay. We're going to start with comparative adjectives because that's how it's stated on the book. Okay. So comparative adjectives, when do we use them? We use them to compare two objects, two people, two places, two things, two of whatever. Okay, for example, you can compare two houses, you can compare two cars, you can compare two people, you can compare. Have to be based on two. Okay, anything other than two is definitely not a comparative. Okay, so make sure that when we talk about comparatives, you're always talking about two people or two objects or two places. Okay. How do we use comparative adjectives? There are 5 rules, okay, for comparative adjectives on your test, guys, and also you're going to have a quiz, okay. If not Friday, maybe the by next week. They have 5 rules. You have to remember the rules, okay? You have to make sure you note this down. You have it on your notes, because remember, well, you have a quiz and you're going to be able to use your notes. Okay, so if it's not on your book, if it's not stated like similar here, try to have it down on your notebook. As you can see on the presentation, it says 5, and on your book it says 4 rules. Okay, so there is 1 extra rule here in the presentation that is actually not on the book. Okay, so you have to watch out for that. So rule number 1 for comparative adjectives says comparatives with 1 syllable. Okay, this part seems easy, but it's actually not that easy, because the syllables are differently separated in English than in Spanish. Okay, the syllables in Spanish are very easy, very easy to separate, and in English, to separate the words into syllables, there are 6 rules. We're not going to look at the rules. Okay, but you do have to kind of figure out or try to guess, okay, when a word is monosyllable. If the adjective is monosyllable, we're talking about adjectives, okay? If the adjective is monosyllable, you're going to add er. There are some spelling rules for this, okay? There are some spelling rules for adding er, and then you're going to add them. For example, Bart, our subject, and then we're going to use the verb to be, okay, because we're using adjectives. Bart is, and then taller, and then this is what makes the comparative. Okay, this is what lets me know that we're talking about two people. Remember, comparative is between 2. In this case, we're comparing Bart to Maggie. Okay, so Bart is taller. We add the er. The adjective is tall, and then we add er, and then we include then and then Maggie. in a sentence, if you write Bart is taller Maggie, your sentence is incorrect, okay? Because this is what actually provides the comparative, okay? So you have to use adjective with ER in the case of monosyllable, than, and then Maggie. Rule number 2 of the comparative adjectives says that you have to use adjectives ending in Y. You have to change them to IER. All right. In this case, we have, for example, well, the adjective is lazy, okay? And we have here lazy, we're going to drop the Y and we are going to add IER. Okay, so our lazy with Y preceded by a consonant changes to IER, and then we use than. In order to have the two objects of comparison, in this case is Homer compared to Lisa. Homer is, verb to be, lazier than Lisa. Okay, any questions so far? I can see your heads. No. Everybody says no. Okie dokie. All right, good. Okay, let's continue. So we have, hold on a teeny bit. Better make you smaller. Right there. Okay. The next rule that we have, rule number 3 says, one syllable adjectives ending with consonant, vowel, consonant, and then the last consonant, we double it and then we add ER. Watch out for this pattern, okay? We have the pattern consonant, vowel, consonant, or better yet, backward, consonant, vowel, consonant. Don't forget, consonant, vowel, consonant. We're going to double the last consonant. In this case, fat, we have to put a double T, and then we put ER. Okay, so fatter, and then. We are comparing Homer to Marge. So Homer is fatter than Marge. If I leave a word like this, let me show you on this document, okay? If I do not change it, if I do not use the structure, okay, and just write this, the word is not fatter, it's fader, and fader doesn't exist. The pronunciation changes, okay? I need my double T because the double T is going to protect this sound. If I leave it with one T, it's fader. Based on the rules of the syllables, this would be separated fader, okay? But if I write this correctly based on the consonant, vowel, consonant, the separation of the syllables is fatter, okay? So this protects the sound of the letter. That's why we have to put the double consonant, okay? So if we have a pattern like this, that's how we do it. Another example of that could be big, for example, okay? If I have the pattern consonant, vowel, consonant. If I don't put, okay, the double G, see, it automatically corrects it. If I don't put the double G, it says biger, okay? Biger is not a word, biger doesn't exist, okay? So that's why I have to put bigger with a double G, so that when I separate it in the vowels, it says bigger, okay? People, si hay preguntas, interrumpa, okay? Open up your mic, okay? Si hay dudas. All right. So then, again, consonant, vowel, consonant, double the last consonant, add ER, and then the. Rule number 4. It says adjectives with 2 or more syllables. We're talking about 2 or more syllables, okay? We have to put the word more and then the adjective. Here, the adjective stays exactly the same, okay? Nothing changes the adjective. What is going to change is this, okay? So for example, we have the adjective beautiful. Beautiful has beautiful. Okay, and because it has 3 syllables, we're going to put more and then beautiful and then than. We are comparing two people. We're comparing Maggie to Mr. Burns. So in this case, Maggie is more beautiful than Mr. Burns. Okay? ¿Vamos bien? Yeah?
Sí,
Hands? Show me your heads. Woohoo.
sí,
Okay.
sí.
Sí. Okay, everybody just writing, taking notes. Qué bonito. Cesar, questions? Chris, questions? Hi, Case. No? Okay. I got you distracted a little bit. Okay, good. So no questions, we continue. All right. Rule number 5 talks about irregular adjectives to memorize, okay? These have no pattern. These have no particular rules. So these you just have to memorize them, okay? For example, the adjective good, if I'm going to compare, okay, Bart and Lisa, okay, I have to think of the comparative. Gooder doesn't exist. Okay. This one doesn't exist. Okay. This is wrong. It doesn't exist. Okay. So for good, we use better and we use than. So for example, I can say Lisa is better at school than Bart. Okay. Another irregular one is bad. Bad, I don't say badder, okay? For example, it's wrong, okay? This doesn't even exist. I can't even use it, okay? So bad is worse. Do it, okay? It's just worse. All right. And then we have far. Okay, you have two options of far. Nayeli, pay attention. Bájelo. Okay. Far changes to farther. See, this one is difficult. Farther than or further than. They're both correct. Okay, you can use this one or you can use this one. They're both correct. Okay, and the last one says much changes to more, and this is what we are using for the case of the adjectives with more than 2 syllables. Okay. So then, as a summary, okay, as a brief summary, you can like a captura de pantalla de esto. This is good. Okay, you can take a screenshot at this. Okay, because this is the summary. Rule number 1. Okay, we add er to monosyllable words. Okay, like small and smaller. Okay, always including than. Number 2, we drop the Y with words that end in Y and we add ER. Okay, so for example, lazy, lazier. Let me give you our happy, happier. Okay, or pretty, prettier, or funny, funnier. Okay, so we have lazier, happier, lazier, and happier. And then rule number 3, the consonant vowel consonant doubles the last consonant. For example, fat, fatter, big, bigger. Rule number 4 says 2 syllables add more. For example, more beautiful than, more dangerous than. And rule number 5, we have irregular forms that you have to memorize. Good changes to better and bad changes to worse. Okay? ¿Cómo vamos? Pretty good? Yes?
Teacher, ¿estas diapositivas nos las va a enviar o algo así?
No. Si quiere, le mando el link. ¿Quiere que le mande el link?
Pues sí, ¿no?
Sí. Ok.
Va,
Ahorita
gracias.
le mando el link. Oh yeah, Mauricio's being very nice and he's recording it for us.
Sí, sí.
Absolutely. Okay. All right. So let's continue. Well, first of all, let me go over here. This is part of an activity that I sent to you to your Dropbox, to your Moodle. Okay. So for example, right here, see we have long, longer than, fast, faster than, pretty,
Prettier than.
Prettier than, good. Beautiful, it has beautiful, 3 more beautiful than. Ugly, uglier than. Thin,
Thinner.
Thinner than.
thinner than. Very good. And this one, look at the word. Consonant, vowel, consonant. So this one would be like this. Okay.
With 2 ends.
Exactly. Okay. Thinner like this. Have you ever heard the word thinner in Spanish? Do you know what it is?
Mm,
Have you ever heard the expression in Spanish and they say, ve a comprar thinner? Have you heard it?
yeah.
Okay, we use, ¿para qué usamos el thinner?
Para quitar la pintura.
Para adelgazar la pintura. Vea la palabra. Thinner, que es un adelgazador. Ok.
Wow.
Entonces la palabra en realidad no es thinner, viene de la palabra thinner. Pero pues, you know, as Mexicans, we can pronounce the TH. Entonces, pero de N, so that you don't forget. Tráete un thinner, un adelgazador. Now you know what it is, okay? All right. Let's go. Let me go again to this is the file that you have in Moodle, okay? So thinner than. And then fashionable, more fashionable than, okay? You're going to have a couple of more exercises, okay? Like this one, okay? For example, old changes to older, strong changes to
Stronger.
stronger, good. Happy,
Happier.
Happier.
here. Sorry, allergy. Modern changes to modern. Modern.
More?
More modern.
Modern. Yes, because it has 2 syllables. Modern. More modern. Important.
More important.
More important. Good.
Better.
Better. Large.
Larger.
Larger. Good. It's 1 syllable. Large. Serious.
More serious.
More serious. Serious. Good. Pretty.
Prettier.
Prettier. Very good. And bad.
Worse.
Worse. Excellent. Okay. So that shouldn't be so hard. Okay. Then we go to superlatives. Superlatives, you also have it on page 134. This is 5B. Okay. Practically, they have the exact same rules, okay? But the use changes, okay? Comparatives was between 2 things. 2 things or 2 people, okay? And superlatives, it says we use them to compare one object, person, or place, or thing to a whole group, okay? One as the best or the worst of something. Again, it has 5 rules. They are practically the same, just teeny tiny things change, okay? In rule number 1, in comparatives, we used at plus er plus them, okay? Here, for the superlative form, we are always going to use the, okay? We're going to use the definite article the. And then we're going to use the adjective, and we're going to add est. For example, think of Mr. Burns in The Simpsons. In all of Springfield, Mr. Burns is the richest, okay? Nobody more than him. We're talking about a whole group. The group is Springfield, and he is the richest in this case, okay? So 1 syllable, rich, add est. The plus est. Teacher, si no le pongo el da, it's wrong, okay? It's wrong if I don't use the. Rule number 2, it says adjectives ending in y. In the comparatives, we drop the y and we added er. For example, lazier, happier, prettier. In this case, we're going to add iest, okay? But we're going to use the plus our adjective with iest. For example, we have Krusty the Clown, and Krusty the Clown is the funniest, Okay, of what group? Krusty is the funniest clown in Springfield. Okay, so we are changing funnier, ER, for funniest. Okay, with EST. Rule number 3, we have again the consonant, vowel, consonant. Again, we're going to repeat the last consonant, but now we are going to add EST. Okay, so if we look at Homer, and we look at the adjective fat in his group, in his family, we can say that Homer is the fattest in the Simpsons family. Okay, don't forget the fattest. Then we have rule number 4 says adjective with 2 or more syllables, add the most. Remember that for comparatives, we added more. Now we have to add the most, okay? And then our adjective of 2 or more syllables, for example, Fat Tony, right here, he is the most dangerous. Okay, look at the, and then we have most, and then we have the adjective dangerous, 3 syllables. And he's the most dangerous of the gangster of the Springfield Mafia. Okay, so Fat Tony is the most dangerous gangster of the Springfield Mafia. And finally, rule number 5, we have irregular adjectives to memorize. In this case, good in comparative was better than. Here it changes to the best. Who is the best student of this class?
Sabe.
No, nadie.
Todos somos iguales, teacher.
You have to say me. No. You have to say me. Okay. And then we have bad changes to the worst. See, worst. Be careful with this one. This one is tricky. Okay. Far changes to the farthest or the furthest to the most. Remember, for superlatives, we always have to use the. And then here we have the summary. If you want, again, take a screenshot. Okay, so you can have it. Yeah, take a screenshot. Screenshots are fun. They're easy. Okay. All right. So your work and this work, because right now it's 12:31. You have 19 minutes. Okay. But the exercise that you have to make, okay, is 2 pages long. It's not that long. I think that you can actually do. See, you can do it like this. It's a PDF file. You can do it on your PDF. You can do it in Word and then change it to PDF, whatever. Okay, it's already here. Let me show you. It's already here. Okay, in your Moodle, where it says third partial assignments, comparatives and superlative exercise. This is the PDF. This one that I am showing you is this one right here. Okay, and here is where you upload it. You have until tomorrow before the class, 11:30. You have until tomorrow to upload it. Okay.
Sí.
Sí. Y ahorita tienen todavía 18 minutes. Si se aplican, you can finish it in 18 minutes. Okay, para que no se quede de tarea. All right, people?
A ver, ¿cómo estuvo eso?
Ok.
¿Cómo que tenemos 18?
Si se aplican, termina en 18, pero si no, tiene hasta mañana, 11:30.
Ok.
Yes.
Okay.
Ok. Entonces también lo podemos subir hasta mañana igual.
Ajá.
Oh.
Sí.
Muy bien.
Sí.
Para que no tenga tarea. ¿Cómo la ve?
Muy bonito todo, teacher.
You do it for homework, and tomorrow we start with checking, okay? To see if you got it right, okay?
Okay.
Dele pues. If you don't have any questions, you're free to go.
Bye.
Gracias,
teacher.
teacher.
Que nos deja salir antes, ahora sí los dejo salir antes.
Milagro de Dios.
Bye.
Nos vemos.
Darling. Bye. See you
Bye.
tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.